Hi, welcome back to Fish the Mark. Today's episode is going to be around tying knots, kind of a continuing the series of new and beginning fishermen. There's really a lot of knots that somebody could use. I picked two that I think are fairly easy to tie and have a reputation for being really strong. So we'll go through the videos for both the Uni Knot and the Palomar Knot, so you can learn how to tie both of those. In the comment section, I'll post a link to a couple websites that'll show you kind of animated movies on how to tie these. So you have those in addition to the YouTube channel here. And then I did also find a application. The application I was using on my phone is no longer available, so I went and found a new one today. Found one called Animated Fishing Knots that for 99 cents looks to be pretty good. So I'll put that in there as well, so that so you can go get that. That way you have all the information you need to be able to tie a knot no matter where you're at. The knot's really kind of one of the most important things. It's the most likely to break when you're bringing in a fish. And so getting a good strong knot that you can tie easily and reliably is really important in fishing. So I think both of these knots are both pretty easy to tie. You'll be able to learn them quickly and get good reliability out of both of them. So we'll start off first with the Uni Knot. And so let's jump into the video for the Uni Knot.
So the first one I'm going to show is what's called a Uni Knot. And so you take the line through the eye of the hook like that, put a couple fingers around both pieces of that line and create a loop like that. And then you just take your loose end of the line, which is called the tag end, and just wrap it 4 times around those 2 pieces and through the middle of that loop. And then you just start to pull it tight. Now, it's always important to wet that a little bit. It makes it slide easier, makes it tighten up better on the hook. And you just got to pull both ends. And now that hook that's good and tight right there. Trim off the excess tag and you're good to go. And that hook will, or that knot will last you all day just fine. So that's what's called the Uni Knot, and that's a knot that will work very well for you. And if, like I said, I'm showing these 2 different knots because some people find one knot easier to tie than the other. So I thought I would just show the Uni Knot, and then I'll show the Palomar Knot next. And you can choose which one works best for you.
All right, and then the next knot that we want to take a look at is the Palomar Knot.
All right, so we're going to tie the Palomar Knot next. You're going to go in through the eyelet like that, come out, make a loop, and then you want to go back in the eyelet with the line the exact same way that you just came in, like that. You want to have a big loop out here on the right and some extra line over here on the left. Then you just want to take that loop that you had in your right hand and use it to make a granny knot over the main lines. But before you tighten this down, you're going to bring the hook right here right through that extra loop, and now you can tighten it down by pulling on it right there. And now this has got a good, nice, tight Palomar knot on it that should definitely hold with all your fishing needs. So those are the 2 type of knots that I use, either a Palomar or a Uni Knot. They're both really good knots. They both hold really well. You'll have good success with those. And I think they're both fairly easy to tie. So those are the 2 knots that I recommend for beginning fishermen.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining and looking at these knots today. I think both these knots will serve you well in your fishing. It's always good to practice them before you get out on the water fishing. That way you have a little bit of an idea of how to tie them, and then you're not losing fishing time by tying the knots. Both of these knots are really good. I think you'd be happy with either one. It's really which one do you pick up the fastest and easiest and can tie really quickly. So if you got a different knot that you have success with, we'd love to hear about it. Put it in the comments section. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can with my thoughts on that knot and the success that you've had with that. So appreciate you dropping in on the channel. Please hit subscribe and like, and provide any comments on what you'd like to see us do better in the future. Thank you.